the Florida Writer Podcast, a discussion about writing and other things.
Hello and welcome to another edition of the Florida Writer Podcast with your host, Alison Nissen. And today I am so lucky to be joined by Karina Kantas. Karina, could you give us a 60-second elevator pitch about who you are and what you write?
Hello, everyone. My name is Karina Kantas. I am an author of 14 published fiction novels. I started off writing young adult, fantasy, supernatural, thriller, romance. It then went on to some urban thrillers, then dystopian erotica, and now into dark romance. It seems to be a real bestseller.
Wow, you're really covering the gamut, but you also have a company called Assist. So you must have learned a ton in all the writing that you've done.
Exactly. And that's the reason I started Assist, because when I first published my book, there was no one there to help me, to show me how to market and promote. And we are going back to the time where Kindle did not exist. Amazon did not have ebooks. It was all about paperbacks, all about finding a publisher, all about finding an agent if you wanted to get anywhere. I got burnt by Vanity Press. And because of that, I was like, I'm not having other authors get into that situation. So I'm getting people out of these contracts that unfortunately they fell into, because like I was very naive and listening to all these, what they're going to do for me, and thinking, I'm going to be an international best-selling author and all the promises, but they're all fake. So I do my best to tell people, tell authors on panels and live broadcasts and everything about the good and the bad when it comes to writing and publishing, warning them the red flags, what to look out for and everything, so they don't get in the same situation I was. So I started Assist for that reason, and to teach authors how to promote and market themselves so they don't have to hire VAs or PAs to do it for them. Now, there's some authors that don't have time to do their own marketing. They're just constantly writing all the time, full-time authors. They need someone, of course, to do their marketing promotion. But other authors that have the time, it saves them a lot of money if they can learn the basics of marketing promotion. So I do a done-for-you service, but I also teach authors how to do it themselves as well.
All right, let's suppose I'm a brand new author. I'm so excited that my self-published work is now available on Amazon. What do I do next?
Okay, so if you published it yourself without any help, then that's one of the things that's probably going to be a little bit of a disadvantage now, because there are certain ways to upload a book. You have to use the right keywords. You have to use the right keywords in your blurb to match the keywords when you upload the book. You have to go to the right categories. And doing this correctly and also safely, because if you give it to someone who shouldn't have the book, you could have problems there as well. Again, Vanity Press we're talking about. If you do it correctly and safely, then it's got the best chance of going up those Amazon charts really quickly. And being a debut novelist, or even nonfiction, if you write nonfiction, for your book to have that tag on it as an Amazon bestseller is really, really powerful, especially for a debut author. So the best chance you can have having someone do it for you or teach you how to do it, the better. Now, if it's already published, depending on what the launch was like, how it went, maybe now you need that publicity. So someone like Assist, we offer global publicity when it comes to podcasts, TV, radio, social media, blogging, journalism. We cover magazines, we cover all of that. So now you need to get your name and that book out there globally, many people to see that cover, understand who you are. Now that you've launched that book, people need to know about that book and about you. So that's the next step.
So if I've written a fiction book
Mm-hmm.
and I uploaded it the right way with all the right keywords.
Yeah.
And then, so what's my next step at that point?
So you've done your launch already. So we have to assume that you've had sales and the reviews are coming in now. You're going to be at the top. If you think of it a graph, you're going to be spiking at the launch, but then you're going to fall. And it's when you're falling, that's when you've got to do that next step up. And as I said, that's about getting out there. And you can do it. I mean, there are so many introverts that won't go on camera, but you can do it by going on radio, podcasts. You don't have to show your face, but by showing your face, you will sell more books. And if you can even go to these conferences, the book cons, and actually sell face to face, that's how most of my authors, my clients, make money from their books, is doing these face-to-face cons.
All right. I love that. And I'm not one of those people that shies away, but but I love mingling with the audience. I love mingling with readers and other writers. And so let's suppose I am going to a book con. I've got my table. Mm-hmm. I set it up. What type of swag should I bring?
Okay, so you've got your usual key rings, badges, stickers. You've got pens. Then you could make up little bags instead of the individual ones. You could have a little set. Say someone bought the whole series, then they get that lovely gift set of the badge, the pen, the sticker, and everything, advertising your book covers, advertising your logo, branding, whatever you're having on these merchandise. You can go as far as bags and totes, t-shirts. I've gone from cups, computer mats, t-shirts, totes. I had writing pads, pens, key rings. Somewhere like Vistaprint or is it Redbubble? I think I think so. I think it's Redbubble. And another one, print something. I can't remember what the other one is. There's so many places online where you can get this merch done, and they're really good quality and there are really good prices. If you want to give something free to anyone that comes to the table, make sure it's little, and always have a glass or a jar of sweets on your table, because that gets people to your table when they see freebies like that.
All right. I like the candy aspect. That's definitely going to be enticing. I know I went to a conference one time and someone was giving away little cups of coffee. I was like, oh, this is great. And everyone was stand around and
exactly,
and have a little cup of coffee.
Yeah, exactly. If you get people to your table, then you have the opportunity to talk to them and sell your book.
Well, and that's why it's important for your face to be there. So, audience, getting to know your audience and having that credibility, if they like you, your audience likes you, they want to support you.
Exactly. If you can connect, if they can relate to you, if you can connect and build that bond with that person you're talking to, whether it's face to face or on TikTok, Instagram, you're doing the live on Facebook, if you can connect to your audience, you have such a much better chance of selling that book than them going onto Amazon and just seeing it there.
What type of budget are we talking about for this? A lot of writers, we don't have to spend a lot of money now to publish, but if they want to have all the merchandise that goes with it, they'll have to have some sort of budget.
Yeah, different places they and say like what I've just done. I've just had it arrive today. Actually, 500 little pamphlet leaflets for Author Assist, because I'm going to an event next week. That was around about £28, $20 maybe for 500 leaflets. So the pens I got off Amazon. I bought 5 and got 5 free, and that cost me about £20. So again, the same amount of money. So you're looking around, and you see what's available, and you see, how much discount you can get for buying in bulk. But I've never really had a budget. I've never gone with a budget. What do I need? I need those leaflets. What do I need? I need those pens. Well, let's find out. I'm not going to get the cheapest because the quality is not going to be good. Never, ever go with the cheapest. But don't go with the most expensive either, because you're not getting anything back from this. You're giving this out for free. If you were getting something back, like them buying the full series of the books, then it'll be worth investing on that lovely little package, because that package is what's going to sell that series.
What's the challenges that are facing the publishing industry today?
2 letters, and you know what I'm talking about, Alison.
It starts with A, possibly.
Oh, yes. Yeah, unfortunately. And everyone's using it. Everyone is avoiding it. You can't avoid that elephant in the room. You can't. And I'm doing the same. I don't agree with it. I'm disgusted with the person who ever invented it. It scares the hell out of me how advanced it's got in the time it's been out, and what's going on in the future with it. We've already given it too much power, and it's only going to get worse. People are losing their job. You've got the cover designers now losing their job. You've got editors now being taken over by AI. You've got books, as you know, being written and by authors using AI. I'm sorry, that's just out of order, And the thing is, yes, Amazon is now asking people, are you using AI to create your book? But they're not stopping you from uploading that book. So what are they asking for? I don't understand what all this is, because Amazon want to look like they're doing something now, because they had such a big uproar from authors about this. They're not going to stop AI books because they're making an absolute fortune from them. They're not going to stop it, but they've got to look like they give a damn because of how many people have protested against it. So they put that little box now when you upload a book. Are you using AI for assistance, or did you use an AI registered book? Thing is, the reader, will they buy it knowing it's an AI? Do they get told that the book is AI generated? And that's what worries me, because I don't care what people say when it comes to AI is, if AI can write better than me, then that's on me. No. We have flaws. We're human. AI doesn't have flaws. We have flaws in our writing. Our voice comes out in our writing. AI has no voice. So yeah, right. that is the biggest thing.
I love that line. AI has no voice. You were right. I'm writing this down because I'm going to use it. But AI, it doesn't have any style. It's so bland.
Yeah.
It's just so bland. But it's the other thing AI does is it's so uniform. I'm a writing professor as well as a writer. And my students, Grammarly now has AI Assist. And so their papers will come out.
I love Grammarly, but I will not use AI Assist.
Right. And so I had a student out of 75 papers that came in, one came in. It had too many exclamation points and it had too much uniformity to it.
You knew straight away.
And I was like, oh, you want to be like, oh, sweetie, come on, don't do that. Of course, I wouldn't call anybody sweetie, but it's still that idea that, and so I said, hey, you want to take another crack at this? Because this doesn't sound like you. And it's just, I'd rather see the raw voice.
Yes.
But that goes back to the idea of putting your face out there, getting out there and talking to your audience.
Yes.
Getting to know your audience, because you can't shake hands with AI.
No. No, that's right. You can have a face for AI, especially, like I said, these authors that are using AI and producing these electronic artificial, and I'm going to call them the artificial books because they're not real. And they're using their face as, oh, I created this book, I wrote this book. Well, no, you didn't. But they're going to come out as I did. Just like a ghostwriter hides behind, and the author takes the lead. I wrote this book. No, you didn't. Someone else wrote it. And that's the same with AI. And, I've got nothing against ghostwriters. They've been doing it for years, and there's reasons why they do it, and that's brilliant. But kudos to those that sit long hours, don't sleep, stress, and write from the heart. Kudos to those that do that. That's how a book should be written.
Yes, right. Absolutely. And I've done ghostwriting. And as a ghostwriter, there's two types of people that hire a ghostwriter. The one who doesn't have enough time.
Yeah.
And the one who just can't tell his story for whatever reason. Emotionally, there's something there. They can't do it, but they want that story to come out. And those are the stories that I told, were the ones that were just really
needed to be told, but they couldn't write it themselves.
Yeah,
that's what I said. There are reasons why there's ghost writers, and and I don't have a problem with that. But using AI, there's no excuse for that. For me, that's just laziness, plain laziness and greed.
Well, Karina Kantas, this has been a wonderful conversation. How can people learn more about you, your books, and Author Assist?
Well, Author Assist, you can go to authораssistbykk.com. All my services for authors are laid out in plain English, and all the prices are there. Nothing's hidden. You can get in touch with me at Author Assist, Kantas, authораssist@gmail.com. Email me any questions. You can find me on Facebook. Just message me. I don't charge for questions. So if you have any questions, I'm quite happy to answer. I've been in this industry for 30 years now. I'm a 14 times award-winning and best-selling author of fiction. So I don't just help writers, I write myself, and I'm in the middle of trying to finish my novel that's been going for a few years now, because I've been in between moving from different countries. So that put a bit of a pause on it. But my fans are waiting for this new novel, and it will be coming out soon. So I will continue writing. I will continue helping people. You can find my books online. Just type in Karina Kantas. I have no pen name for my erotica, for my dark, for my young adult. I'm all Karina Kantas.
Wow, that's fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing all that information. Are you ready to switch to our rapid fire questions?
Shoot.
All right. We just talked about being lazy writers, but what would be your perfect lazy day?
Oh, sleeping. Seriously, I have chronic insomnia. I sleep about 2-3 hours every day for the last 10 years. So my perfect day would just be having straight 7-8 hours sleep. Oh, and then I would probably soak in a lovely bubble bath, because I don't have a bubble bath here now where I'm living. I have a shower. So yeah, that would be the perfect day for me, and maybe a cocktail to finish off at the end of the evening. Sad, isn't it?
If you could charter an airplane and go anywhere, where would it be?
Well, my roots are Canadian, actually. My father was from Canada, and I know I've got distant cousins and relatives over there, and there's two sides of Canada. So I'd love to go to Winnipeg and pan for gold, and I would love to go over to Vancouver to see the size, the skyscrapers, and see the real city of Canada, the utopia of Canada. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, I would get on a plane and go off to Canada.
If you don't already outsource your housekeeping, which is your least favorite chore?
Oh, ironing. I hate ironing. And I actually do outsource it. I have someone come in and do it. But it's not because I don't like it. I have a condition called fibromyalgia, and it affects the muscles and nerves of the body. And so bending over to iron and using my arm to iron is excruciating to me because I live with 24/7 pain from this condition. So same as scrubbing an oven, I get someone to come in once every 2 weeks and do the little tiny bits that I can't do. Everything else I can, but what I can't do, I outsource.
I'd like to get rid of all my vacuuming. That's the I have this dog. Every now and then she makes an appearance on the podcast, and let me tell you, right now she's hairy because we're in the transition of seasons. So,
oh dear.
Karina Kantas, thank you so much for stopping by.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you for having me, Alison.
You have been listening to another edition of the Florida Writer Podcast with your host, Alison Nissen. Alison out. Boo. All right, that's better than the last one. Boo. We're all done.
Love it.
Karina Kantas is the CEO of Author Assist and best-selling and award-winning author of 15 fiction titles, and has won 16 International Film Festival awards for her documentary and book trailers. Author Assist is a global publicity company that helps your book reach to new heights with media such as newspapers, TV, radio, podcasts, and social media reach, has graphic designers, video production teams, voiceover artists, and much more. For more information about Author Assist and Karina Kantas, visit her at authораssistbykk.com. For more information about the Florida Writers Association, visit us at floridawriters.org. Until next time.